Even with perfect weather, good physical conditioning, and great camping gear, the best laid plans for a backpacking trip can be spoiled by not getting good sleep. Smart backpackers invest a little bit of money and maybe a few more ounces in their backpack in order to get good sleep. I'm going to show you 5 things that you should have in your backpack in order to get better sleep. I've struggled with sleep most of my adult life, not only at home, but when I am camping. There's nothing worse than laying in your tent at night, not being able to sleep and thinking about that long day of hiking that you have the next day. Sleeplessness can be caused by multiple things. Most often it's because you aren't comfortable or you have anxiety about the next day. I'm going to show you 5 things that I always pack to help me get better sleep. They're super cheap, they're very little, and they're virtually weightless. I've been preaching to backpackers for years of the value of wearing earplugs. I first started wearing earplugs when I first started camping, and I'd hear like a mouse or a squirrel or some little thing running around in the leaves, but your imagination makes the most out of it in the dark, and you think it's a bear or some sort of predator. There can be all sorts of noises that keep you from sleeping, whether that be the guy laying next to you that is snoring. It could be a noisy group around the campfire. It could be a thunderstorm. It could be an angry beaver slapping the water in the lake right next to you. Maybe an owl hooting up above, a woodpecker, tapping on that tree. All sorts of things can keep you from sleeping. So some people complain that they don't like the feel of the earplug, but I think it's like anything else. If you do it enough, you get used to it and they will be comfortable. Some people complain about if they have earplugs in, I can't hear anything and, there may be a bear or something and I won't know that it's coming. I found that depending on how far in your ear you stick the earplug, you can control how much of the outside you can hear. So when I put earplugs in, I can hear about the same as that guy that's snoring next to me that's a heavy sleeper. And I am not worried about a predator getting me. I prefer to sleep in a hammock. However, a lot of the trails that I go backpacking on, that just isn't practical and I have to sleep in a tent. So if you're sleeping on the ground, it's imperative that if you are a side sleeper, for most women or for older people, that you have plenty of loft lifting you off the ground to keep it nice and soft. Most ultralight backpackers bring a closed foam cell pad like this that isn't very thick, and they sleep on that because this is super ultra lightweight. What I prefer to bring and sleep on is an insulated pad like my Nemo Tensor insulated pad. This thing, when it is insulated, is 3.5 inches thick. So if I roll from my back to my side or keep on rolling over, I'm not going to bottom out and hit the ground and be uncomfortable. Now this pad is super light and this one weighs over a pound, but those few extra ounces are well worth it if you're going to get good sleep. The goal is, while you are camping, to be just as comfortable as you are in your bed at home sleeping. And one of the keys to that is having a good pillow. When you're evaluating a camp pillow, you need to look at the pillow height, how firm that pillow is, and just the general texture and how soft the material is around the pillow. I prefer the Sea to Summit Eros large premium pillow here. It is one of the thickest camp pillows that are available. It's inflatable, so you can adjust how firm you want it to be, and it has this nice soft material that isn't crinkly and doesn't make a lot of noise when it moves around. Do you sleep on your back? Do you sleep on your side? Or are you like me and you're rolling all over, shifting all night long? Well, if you're a side sleeper, you want to make sure that you have a pillow or multiple pillows that help keep your neck straight to avoid that kink in your neck and having pain the next day. I stuff extra clothes underneath my pillow to get that height. Do you ever wake up and your pillow is missing and slipped off your pad? Last year I purchased this pillow strap. It is a pocket that your pillow slides in and straps around your sleeping pad. It solves the problem and keeps your pillow in place. I personally take 2 Advil PMs every night when I go camping. Not only does it help me fall asleep, but it is a pain reliever. So whether it be Advil, whether it be maybe some CBD or some melatonin or maybe a swig of whiskey, don't think twice about it if you need that extra help to fall asleep. And again, these things are super small and add virtually no weight to your pack. I personally don't pack extra clothes for sleeping in. However, a lot of my friends do. If being wet, dirty, and smelly is going to make you less comfortable and affect your ability to sleep, by all means, pack some sleeping clothes. That being said, I never ever wear the socks that I hiked in sleeping at night. Even if they feel like they're dry, there's probably a little bit of moisture from your feet sweating, and that will affect your feet's ability to get warm while you're trying to sleep. And not only that, but it helps to take off those socks that may be salty and gritty, either from salt or sand, and get that off your body. The same thing goes for your underwear. So a lot of people pack sleep socks, maybe some thick wool socks. However, what I prefer are these down socks. The reason why I prefer them is not only are they lighter and they compress down a lot better than those wool socks, but they have less compression on my feet at night, so that it feels like my feet are airing out and they recover a little bit better before hiking the next day. So those are the 5 things that I recommend that you pack in your backpack in order to get better sleep. A couple of other things that help me out is I like to hike big miles and be tired when I get to camp. That'll help me sleep. I also try to mimic my sleep routine at home, even when I'm out in the woods. That means kind of having a time to wind down, and even I download some TV shows onto my phone. You know, I watch TV for a half hour before I put it down, stick my earplugs in, and fall asleep. Hey, if I missed any gear or any tips that you have for sleeping good in the back country, please mark them and message down below in the comments and share that with not only me, but with other people who read the comments who struggle with sleeping while they're camping. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit subscribe, punch the bell notification. Check out Midwest Backpacker on Instagram and on Facebook. Hey, don't be sleepy on the trail, and say hi when I see you. We'll see you on the trail.